Chicago, show turn. They are under siege, y'all. Chicago and Philadelphia is under siege. Let me help y'all to understand why.
It is one of the most pervasive types of theft in Chicago. We're talking about stolen vehicles.
The ABC 7 data team has been tracking a rising number of these cases, and according to the Chicago police data, vehicle theft and attempted theft in the past 12 months has reached the highest level ever recorded in the city. Now, I spoke to one woman about her frustrations after her car was stolen twice and what's being done to protect Chicagoans.
It was a scary feeling. It was a nervous feeling because it was like I didn't know what to do next.
After her Kia was stolen twice in 6 months.
I had to make a decision, pay for a car note, pay for a rental car, or pay my mortgage. And since I was a homeowner, I just went without paying my mortgage because...
Wait. First of all, Kia Boys is out here doing the work. I'm confused. And maybe it's just me. And I just need a little bit of clarification. And I know we bringing Chicago to the front of the congregation because it's a war zone over there. But I am very much confused. Pay your car note, pay your mortgage, and you decided to forego paying your mortgage in order to make sure that you paid your car note. What? What? Wait. I just want to hear it one more time so that I could be clear that I heard what I thought I heard.
In 6 months.
I had to make a decision, pay for a car note, pay for a rental car, or pay my mortgage. And since I was a homeowner, I just went without paying my mortgage because I needed my car to get around. I'm a real estate agent.
Tina.
Since I'm a homeowner, I decided to not pay my mortgage so that I can get around because I'm a real estate agent. No. Listen. I'm genuinely trying to make sense of this. I just want to make sure. I want to make sure that we all, because y'all always talking about how I'm out of touch. I don't know what to do. Anton don't understand what regular people is going through. Pay my mortgage, rental car, car note. Okay, let me tell you what's wrong with this, right? The first thing that's wrong with it, and again, I'm not victim shaming out here. The first thing that's wrong with it is you telling me you that close and that you can't even afford to do what you're doing on a daily basis. And you one paycheck away from losing everything to where you got to make a decision to either pay your car note, pay your mortgage, or get a rental car. Which means you should have had insurance on the car because the insurance should have covered, in my opinion, I thought that you could get rental coverage on your insurance. And we're not victim shaming. This is Chicago, all right?
Swopes had enough. Without her car, she couldn't see clients and had to spend hundreds of dollars a week.
How do y'all get mortgages and y'all can't afford y'all mortgage? Are these the same people that's going over to Navy Federal and getting mad because they saying that they discriminating against black people? How are y'all sitting here buying homes? Because you got to put at least 3.5% down. I know they giving y'all some zero interest, like zero down. Yo, hold on. I know they got some special programs. I know they also letting y'all put 3.5% down and then you can get the PMI, which actually make it more expensive to own a property. How y'all putting 20% down and y'all ain't got enough money to pay the mortgage?
For a rental, not to mention the bogus tickets racked up in her name by the thieves.
I feel behind on light, I feel behind on gas, I feel behind on credit card bills, I feel behind on a lot of stuff.
Swopes is far from alone in dealing with the distressing drama a car theft brings. In the past 12 months,
what do car theft? Now again, I don't think that they should be stealing cars at the highest rate in history over in Chicago. But what I'm trying to understand is what they got to do with you falling behind on your credit card bills and everything else. Oh, she said she was a homeowner, so she not a homeowner no more. Okay, hold on. What does that have to do with you falling? Hold on. I'm so confused. I wasn't expecting this. I'm sorry.
To mention the bogus tickets racked up in her name by the thieves.
I feel behind on light, I feel behind on gas, I feel behind on credit card bills, I feel behind on a lot of stuff.
Swopes is far from alone in dealing with the distressing drama a car theft brings. In the past 12 months, there have been more than 26,000 automobile thefts and attempted thefts in
I wouldn't even have went on camera on this type tip. Real talk. Well, we got to get to it. Let's continue. I don't want to get distracted. I wouldn't even have went on camera.
Chicago. That's the highest number in a 12-month period since 2001, with the Austin and South Shore communities seeing more than 1,200 thefts or attempts each.
According to the ABC 7 data team, Fuller Park has one of the highest rates of vehicle theft per capita in the city. 137 cars stolen out of 1,000. That's more than 1 in 10 in this neighborhood alone.
When I spoke one-on-one with the mayor about his crime plan last week, he told me he's working with CPD and community partners to address the issue, but had little to say about specifics.
Look, we are working with our police department, as well as the business community, the faith community, our community-based organizations.
Faith community and community-based organizations.
To make sure that those individuals who are responsible for this terror are held accountable.
In an I-Team interview,
we're going to pray about it. It's the faith community, the community leaders. And we're going to make sure that those individuals are held accountable. Maybe we can pray for them. All bow our heads in a word of prayer. What is you talking about, man? What are you talking about, bro? We're working with our community leaders and faith partners to make sure that these people are brought to justice. That's not a plan, man. Listen, I know one thing. That's not a plan. That's the nope. That's what we call over here. That's the no plan. That's the plan that you want when you're not really having a plan, but you just got to say that you got a plan. So we're going to make sure that we put some good words behind it, and we're going to work with the faith community in order to pray off the devil. Okay. I got you.
This spring, Eugene Roy, retired chief of detectives for CPD, said he isn't surprised by the crimes.
To be perfectly candid, the violent crimes take priority. For example, a car that is
hey, look at the repo truck. Hold on.
Is going to be investigated first and more thoroughly.
Hold on. I know y'all see the repo truck in the back, though. You see I know the repo truck when I see it. Listen, that ain't no regular tow truck. Regular tow trucks don't look like that. That's that truck that you get behind your car. Trust me, it was tight in 2007, 2008 when the recession hit. I know what the repo truck look like. That's the truck that pull up to your house or pull up to your car when it's getting tight and you 92 days behind on your car payment. You ain't got no insurance and you ain't got no hope of being able to pay that joint, and you trying to have it at your sister's house. Yeah, that's that other tow truck. That's that other thing over there. Oh yeah, I know what that feel like. Keep seeing it ride by your house. You think you hoping it's for somebody else, but you know when they trying to figure out if you home or not. Yeah, that's that one. That's the one that they follow you to the gas station, and when you go inside, they go ahead and pull on behind you, and you think that you got your car stolen, but you really know in the deep side of your heart that you was 92 days over your car payment, and they sent them boys out to get you. Yeah, I know. I know that one.
And that auto theft.
I done seen plenty of Chargers, Challengers, Hellcats, Nissan Altimas, all on them type of cars, all of them.
At that point, carjackings are down from a pandemic high, 1,321 in the last 12 months, down 19.3%. As
God forbid that we get above the 2,000 mark in carjackings again.
for Swopes, her twice-stolen car was recovered, but she wants more action from the city and state to reduce thefts.
Some people don't even have the fight to even go through what I went through. Some people would just throw their hands up and file bankruptcy. I won't file bankruptcy at all. I'm not going to do that to my credit. What I will do is I'll stand up and fight because that's just who I am.
Leave it to the community. lose your house, lose your car, lose your every bill you got is behind. But we gonna fight for my credit though. I'm gonna call the credit repair agency to make sure that we get things together. Listen, I'm not about to file for bankruptcy because I'm fighting for my credit, because bankruptcy don't come off. You got to stay on your credit for what? 7 years, 10 years or something like that? Oh, God, Jesus. Lord help me. Leave it to the community to fight for their credit. They will let everything burn around them, but they got to keep that credit. I'm going to fight for my credit. Okay. Listen, I feel sorry that the Kia boys got you. They should have never did that. But at the same time, ma'am, I'm going to need you to go ahead and two things can be true at the same time. We got to get our lives together, y'all.
People who live in several west and northwest side neighborhoods on edge today after a group of attackers pull off more than a dozen armed robberies in just 2 hours, and in some cases pistol whip their victims. The brazenness of the crime is shocking to watch as a group of robbers wielding guns pull off a mini crime spree in several Chicago neighborhoods. This security video shows one of the gunmen trying to carjack a passing vehicle in the 4300 block of West Armitage Avenue. Unsuccessful, he turns his attention to a person walking down the street, while the other gunman appeared to rob another person inside a nearby laundromat. It happened early Wednesday morning around 5:10 a.m. Investigators say the armed robberies began during the overnight hours here in the 1200 block of South St. Louis. There, police say the armed robbers approached their victims after getting out of a white Nissan Maxima. The victims are then robbed.
Always in the Maxima. Altimas and Maximas. Keep on ruining car brands. Hellcats, Altimas, Maximas, Durangos. Always, listen, if you in Chicago, watch out for anybody that's pulling up to you in a Maxima. And they don't just take your junk, they got a pistol whip you too.
Of their belongings at gunpoint. Chicago police have issued a community alert warning of the danger. Detectives say in one of the attacks, the offenders got out of a blue car, possibly a Nissan, adding that a white Honda Civic may also have been used in the crime.
Did they have a spoon engine from Hector?
Crimes. The crime spree ended here in the 1400 block of North Waller Avenue. Investigators say all of the armed robberies happened within 10 to 15 minutes of one another. It appears the same group of offenders may be responsible for the robbery spree.
Look at these dudes.
In several of the attacks, the victims were struck in the face with a handgun.
Look at these niggas
Chicago
shooting.
police say
Did you just see them shooting? Look at this nonsense. This is Chicago. This is with the lights out and everything. Look at these dudes. They go because the person wouldn't stop because they know that y'all trying to carjack them. And because you don't stop, this is what they doing. Look, y'all.
Attacks, the victims were struck in the face with a handgun. Chicago police.
These dudes is shooting.
Several of the attacks, the victims were struck in the face with a handgun. Chicago police say in an additional incident, one of the armed robbers pointed a gun. Chicago police say in an additional incident, one of the armed robbers pointed a gun at one of the victims who had just witnessed a robbery, then ran them down an alley and eventually robbed them too.
Jesus.
So far, no one is in custody and no arrests have been made.
Let's go ahead and continue. Why not?
Migrant buses coming from Texas are now stopping in the suburbs. There's a crackdown, as you know, a new one here in Chicago.
Joni Lam has the details.
It appears that Texas is trying to get around local legal requirements and dropping off migrants in suburbs. Last night, a group was dropped off at the train station in Lockport. This is video sent to us from a viewer at the metro station in Lockport. Police were called and confirmed that the bus came from El Paso and had a few dozen migrants on board. Police gave them water and food and coordinated with Chicago to have them taken to the city for processing and shelter.
PJs.
Local leaders say what the Texas governor is doing amounts to human trafficking.
We find ourselves in this condition because people like the governor of Texas, Governor Abbott, are engaged in human trafficking, spending billions of dollars to cause hurt and to cause political divisions so that they can profit from the political advantage that they seek.
Last night's group was
How are they profiting? They just trying to get y'all to get the borders closed. Yo, Greg Abbott got their foot on y'all neck. To everybody in Chicago, you getting bullied at this point. Not only do he got the PJ flying over while y'all on defense the whole time. You in react mode, he in proactive mode. He 10 steps ahead of y'all. Greg Abbott got y'all and is literally told y'all to take y'all shirt off, put your hands on the bed, and let me go and get my belt. He ain't, listen, he said, oh, okay, we can't drop him off in Chicago. We going to drop him off in every single city. We still running the buses up there. We running the buses and the PJs out there. So we going to drop them off in every city surrounding Chicago. And then we going to give them bus money to be able to find themselves into your city. And I'm going to let y'all deal with it. He is literally whooping y'all tail. He got the blueprint. Illinois' governor ain't doing nothing about it. He ain't trying to compete against them. Greg Abbott got y'all in the chokehold. Greg Abbott got y'all. He said, I'm gonna play it the way that I want to play it. And since you want to be a tough guy and you want to lean on your faith and you want to call me evil and raggedy, I'm gonna show you just how petty I can be. He got the migrants being dropped off in every city around y'all, on top of running the PJ out there to the airport. He getting the migrants dropped off at the Clearport and in the suburbs. He got you in a finger four leg lock. He got you in a finger four leg lock. He hitting y'all from every single angle that he can possibly hit you from. He giving you gut punches. He giving you them kidney shots. He hitting you in your face. And all y'all doing is sitting there whining and complaining about it, and you can't do a thing about it. No, you wanted to dedicate yourself into being a migrant. Oh, we going to pass a law to say that any bus that come in here doing off hours is going to be, no, okay, I got you. You want to be humane? I'm going to show you just how humane I am. He said, we've been dealing with this for decades and years to no avail. And you blocked the one chance that we got in order to be able to close off our borders and try to stem this tide. And you want to say that you're a sanctuary city in order to get a political up one on us in order to make yourself look good? I'm going to see exactly how you deal with the migrant crisis because we've been dealing with it for a long time. I am in support of Greg Abbott. I think that he should continue to send every bus, every jet ski, every private jet. I think that he should send bicycles, electric vehicles. I think that he should create an entire underground railroad running from Texas to Chicago to Denver to Atlanta and to New York. Just keep it away from Detroit. Keep it away from Michigan. Just run it into every single sanctuary city that wanted to play tough. And y'all went over to y'all big brother and said, Greg Abbott is beating us up. And he was like, that's nice. Let me throw this FBI investigation on you, Greg Adams. He should run an entire underground railroad to every sanctuary city to make sure that y'all really, really get the feel the brunt of this and put it in your budget and let the Chicago taxpayers deal with it. I'm in support. Me and Texas, we here. I feel you, Tex. I feel you, Greg. I'm in support of what you doing in Chicago 100%. That's what they get for continuing to talk junk about the 89-90 Pistons. We don't want to hear that no more.